I'm here today to do a non-spoiler review of Walk the Edge by Katie McGarry. If you do want a review of this book, just comment below and I'll happily do it. I gave this book 5 stars. I loved it. If you guys watched the video about the book before this, Nowhere to Run, I gave that book 4 stars. I just wasn't as connected to the characters, but this book totally made up for it. This book follows Razor, and you meet him in the first book, and he's Oz's best friend, and he's a little bit of the bad boy, a little bit of a hard edge, to him, but I really, really like the character in Nowhere to Run, and I was so excited to meet him, and I was so happy that his book was second because I absolutely loved this character. And his girl is named Brenna, and she is kind of unique. She is what I would call gifted and talented. She's very, 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 very smart, but that kind of makes her a little bit antisocial in some aspects. And she has this thing, she's very, very good at solving puzzles and stuff like that, but she really, once she gets something in her mind, she really, really can't let go of it. She's very, very good at solving stuff, but if you give her a problem, she, needs to solve it. It's like an itch she can't scratch. So she's very, very smart, does very, very well. The book starts off that she really wants to leave the town of Snowflake and go to this private school, and her parents tell her no, that they need her home so that she could take care of all her brothers and sisters because that's what she has to do. And she also has an older sister who is very, very similar to Brennan in her learning challenges, but she just goes off the edge, and she really has no coping mechanisms while Brenna has it. So I think it's a very, very balancing act between them, and I think it really makes me, throughout the whole entire novel, I was so mad at Brenna's parents. I did not understand how they could do this to their daughter. So many scenes where I was so upset at the mother. But at the end of the day, I think you grow to understand the dynamics in that family. You may not like them, but you grow to understand them. So Brenna and Razor meet, and Brenna's waiting for someone to come get her, and Brenna, they meet, and someone snaps a picture, and this guy starts blackmailing Brenna to do his term papers for her. And he says, if you don't do these, I will tell the entire world that you are Razor's girlfriend. And she's not at this point, but it becomes even more complicated. And throughout this story, Razor admits to Brenna that he's trying to find out who wants to kill his mother, who killed his mother, or how his mother died. And Brenna's the only one that he knows that can solve this puzzle and this encryption. And it is such a complicated story, but I really, really loved it. Not only the mystery with Razor's mom, but also the mystery with Brenna's family, and just their romance really kept me on the edge of my seat. There was a lot of unexpected twists and turns, which I did not see coming, and I really, really loved this story, and I really, really loved these characters. And I felt like it was a very, very unique slow burn relationship. A lot of times when you do these romance-heavy books that are self-contained in, one novel, they're very much, okay, we're in love, but this didn't do that, and I really, really enjoyed it about it, and I just thought the characters really complemented each other very, very nicely. And Brenna is such a good girl, and I think Razor is such a bad boy, but I think these two characters really were able to change and affect each other, and I so loved it. Oh my god, I'm gonna hopefully get to read this again soon because I really, really loved it. But I just loved the complexity of this story. You also got to see Oz, and you also got to see Emily from the first book. Their problems are still ever present, but you learn a lot about Razor in relationship to the Club family in this book, and there was a lot of issues about that in the first book, but they really get fleshed out in this book. And I love that part of it. Just because that you're a part of a motorcycle club and that's your family doesn't mean you always feel like you belong. And I think that that's really what Katie McGarry was addressing in this book, and it was really, really well done. So if you read Nowhere to Run and you didn't think it was as strong, I really recommend you read this book because I loved it. I read it in about less than a week. It was so fast paced. Those are just my thoughts about Walk the Edge. If you have any other comments, questions, or concerns, post them below. Go check out my spoiler review, which I will post in the description box. As always, like and comment below or like all my pages. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!